Hey, Andy? I think I've told you about this enough times, so I don't understand why you're still having such a hard time remembering what I asked you to do. When you use up all the toilet paper, put in a new one. When you have dishes that you just ate food out of, make sure to wash it right away so the dishes don't pile up. Do I ask you to learn pottery and make new plates from scratch? Or do I ask you to go to a factory and ask you to make new toilet paper? Is it that hard to look under the sink inside of the cabinet that's right under the toilet that's beside you to take a new roll of toilet paper out? Is it really that hard to just clean 2 to 3 plates with a sponge and some dish soap right after you ate?
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I forgot about it. But babe, I'm really tired right now. Can I sleep for just a little longer?
Not only that, you refuse to get a job too. When are you going to start adulting like you should again? You're already in your 30s now.
What do you mean I refuse to get a job? I work part-time during the night. That's still a job, isn't it?
Yeah, that's amazing and I'm so proud of you. Now stop working for some part-time job and look for an actual full-time job, will you? I still don't get why you resigned from that company that you had no problem with. Now we're struggling.
I was tired of that job because it was too much bureaucracy going on. Plus, I've already been looking for a job. Just because I didn't tell you, that doesn't mean I'm not looking for something. So quit nagging me about the same thing over and over.
Well, it seems like I should put you to work. When I get off work and come back home, if I see that the house is a mess, then I'm not going to give you that money that I give you every month. Don't even think about asking about it either.
Oh my goodness, are you really gonna be petty like that with money?
Petty? You call me petty? Look at the way you're acting right now. Think a little harder about whether I'm just being petty or you're just being lazy.
Oh fine, I'll clean up. Are you happy now?
If I catch you shoving trash and waste underneath the couch or the bed like you did that last time, I'll seriously be mad. So don't even try doing something like that again.
All right.
Tammy, has Andy always been like this his whole life?
What do you mean, all of a sudden? What's wrong with my son? Is he doing something weird?
No, it's not that he's weird, it's just he is so dirty. He hates cleaning and is so lazy. It's so absurd how dirty he is, it's not normal.
How is he dirty? I don't see him walking around in rags and dirty clothes, so what's the problem?
No, I'm not talking about his looks or what he wears. His personal hygiene isn't the problem. The problem is that he doesn't want to raise a finger when it comes to housework. All I've asked for him to do is the dishes right after he eats so that it doesn't pile up. But he's so lazy to actually use the dishwashing soap that he'll just use some water and call it a day. Then when I ask him to take the trash out, he'll tell me that he'll do it, but ends up just making more trash without even taking the trash out that I asked for in the beginning. Also, I've told him if the toilet paper runs out that he needs to refill it, but instead he'll just use the roll itself if he runs out when he's in the bathroom. At first I thought, okay, he must be that way because he's a guy. It must be because he's never really cleaned up after himself before, but I don't think that's the case anymore.
Look, men don't ever grow up, no matter how old they get. Even if they get married and have kids, they'll always be boys. I bet your dad has done something similar in nature with what Andy's doing.
My dad? Oh, let's not bring my dad into this one. My dad raised me as a single dad, but was never once lazy about cleaning up. He enjoys being neat and having the house organized, and I'm the same way because I've learned from him. Please don't think that all men are just boys, even if they grow up, because that's definitely not true. My dad is the prime example.
Oh, okay. I know that there aren't men that are like that out here, but what I'm trying to say is that most of them are the way that Andy is. You should try to teach him from A to Z when it comes to something like this. You need to approach him like a child, instead of complaining about a rather normal behavior that he has.
Tammy, Andy is literally in his 30s now. Why do I need to teach a grown man about basic cleaning? These are literally life skills. Everybody should already know about it because it's common sense.
Goodness! It's your job to be a good wife and teach him how to do things that he doesn't know how to do if you know how. Anyway, deal with the problems that you have with him on your own. Don't come tattling about it to me, trying to gossip.
Naomi, how have you been? I came back to town for a vacation, so we thought it might be nice to text you while I'm here.
Oh, Danielle, how are you these days? You must be busy. It's a well-deserved vacation for you.
Yeah, I needed a little break. I was so busy being strangled with those projects that have been going on for the past 6 months. I finally got a bit of a moment to get some fresh air back into my system. Oh, are you doing all right? I was always thinking about how I should text you or call you, but half a year had already passed by while I was still thinking about doing it.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm just working like always. Everything's the same.
How's Andy? Is he behaving? Don't tell me he's being a weirdo.
Danielle, listen to me. I have never met someone so damn dirty in my life before I got with Andy.
Wow, that's so funny. What's going on? Did he do something to you?
See, I asked him to do simple tasks like doing the dishes and filling in a new roll of toilet paper, but he fails at such minimal tasks. I mean, who on earth is out here where they pick their nose and just wipe it on their shirt?
Good Lord! It's embarrassing to even call him my brother. Those are habits that he's had since he was in high school. It's unbelievable that he still didn't fix those disgusting habits of his. I know exactly what you're talking about because I had to go through the same exact thing when we were both kids.
Really? So he's been like this since he was a teenager?
Yep, you would be correct. He's literally the king of being dirty. When I got in touch with him a while ago, I heard from him that he left the job that he was working in at the time. Does he have a new job now?
Take a guess. Do you think he's found a job yet? He works part-time during the night and makes barely anything.
Oh, that doesn't sound too fun. So are you the one that's dealing with most of the bills right now?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I'm just hoping that this shall too pass and the good days will come find me soon. There's no way that he's going to live like that forever.
Oh, I almost forgot to bring this up, but my company is out to open up a new building in the city in the near future, and they're looking for people to hire in different departments. I'm thinking about referring Andy to the IT department when it finally opens. What do you think about this?
IT? Isn't your company a big company, though?
Just a little bit. It's not too popular, but if you ask someone on the street if they know about the company, they'd probably know.
Well, it would be dumb of him to miss a good chance like this. I'll tell Andy about your thoughts.
No, that's fine. I actually want to talk to him myself. Oh, do you have some time to spare during the day after tomorrow?
It seems like I don't really have much going on, so I should have time.
That's great. Let's meet up and hang out so that we can catch up on some stuff. I want to go out on a girls' night.
I'd love to do something like that.
All right, then I'll see you that day. Take care.
My, what is this smell that's coming from the house? Did you spray your cologne all over the house or something?
Oh yeah, I tried to get rid of the smell afterwards because it was starting to numb my nose, but I guess it's still there.
Did you think that it would be that easy to get rid of a strong smell like colognes have? What is the matter with you? You literally make your house look like a pigsty. If someone were to see our house, they'd think it's some animal that's living in the house. But then when it comes to taking care of yourself and making yourself cute, you'll work so hard on it.
A man needs to know how to take care of himself. Now that I'm starting to work again, I need to get back to the place that I was and pimp out.
How about you take care and clean the house like you take care of yourself?
Do you know how tiring it gets to clean up after you? Tissues and ice cream wrappings all over the house. It feels like I spend the day trying to clean up after you.
Quit exaggerating things so much. I'm really not that bad, okay? It's always something new that you want to pick on me about.
Exaggerating? Are you being for real right now? How can you really say that after you've seen the condition that the house is in?
Christ, can you stop with all of that nagging? I'm trying my best too, you know?
Use some of that time that you spend in order to pimp yourself and dedicate it to cleaning up the house a little more. Actually, I don't even expect you to clean up the house like that. Just stop putting all your trash around the house and actually put it in the trash can. Please, okay?
I get it. Jeez. And I have to work overtime today. There's a lot of stuff going on these days. You know about it too, right?
Okay, and yeah, just text or call me when you get off work. It's 2 in the morning and there's nobody in the office right now. You don't pick up my call. You're still not home and you're not replying to my texts either. All right, I'll see you when you come back home.
Darn it, Naomi. I'm really sorry about this. I fell asleep in the office while I was working.
Stop lying to my face and be honest, because I already asked the janitor.
Oh, well, what really happened is that I stayed back for overtime and then the manager wanted to grab a few drinks with me, so I had no choice to follow him over there. And I ended up getting so drunk and I had to spend the night at his place. I'm sorry I couldn't tell you about what was going on. I don't remember much from last night.
You've never been like this before. Why are you suddenly doing stuff out of the ordinary? Are you really cheating on me or something?
What? No. Why would I cheat on you? That's nonsense. If I were to lose my memory, I would still find you and marry you. If there was a next life, I would reincarnate into someone new and still find the other reincarnated you in the next life and marry you again.
Stop trying to say stuff that you don't even mean in reality. Did you go to work?
Yeah, the manager that I hung out with gave me a ride, so we went back to work together. I'm really sorry that I made you upset. If I ever have something like this happen again, I'll make sure to tell you first.
All right then, let's talk about it again when you come back home from work later. Danielle, is it really all that common for your company to have a lot of overtime for their employees? Overtime? Well, it really depends on which department it is, but the production design and film departments usually have a lot of days spent overtime because of the nature of the department. But most of the other departments are always trying to let their people go as soon as the time comes. Why? What's wrong? No, it's just, I think Andy's being a little weird lately. Huh? What do you mean Andy's acting weird? He's been putting cologne on every single day, trying to beautify himself, and takes more than 30 minutes to even take a shower. Our bedroom is literally like a garbage disposal post, but he's been decorating himself to the point that I'm starting to think he's getting out of hand. What? Andy got into self-care and stuff? That is weird. He's never been like that. He's always been lazy with taking care of himself. Another thing that's weird is that he's working in the IT department, but he's always working overtime. He doesn't come home early, like, ever. He didn't pick up any of my calls or texts, and he told me that he was hanging out with the manager and got so drunk that he had to spend the night at his house. Is he crazy or what? What if he's cheating on you or something? It seems that way, doesn't it? So it isn't just me that thinks this is all weird? Something isn't right. There must be more to the story than the alibi that he's told me about. Naomi, I actually had some errands to run in your town, so I was about to make my way over there in a little bit. I'll get off work once I get done with the errand that I have to run. Should I attempt to spy on him? Spying on him? What if you get caught, though? Oh, don't worry about that. You may not know, but with stuff like this, I can become the embodiment of a veteran FBI agent. Don't worry, I'll come back with news if I find anything suspicious about him. Okay, well, I hope nothing happens, but if something comes up, make sure to call me and tell me first. Danielle, did anything come up with Andy? No, not really. Is what I would like to tell you. Huh? Did you find something bad about him? He's definitely lying about working overtime at work. What happened? I'm nervous. I was debating on whether or not I should show you this, but yeah, he really is cheating on you. Wow, okay. Yeah, this is just making me laugh out loud because I can't believe it. I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. I didn't want to tell myself that he's cheating, but I didn't think that he'd actually be cheating on me. Naomi, I know that I'm your sister-in-law, but I want to talk to you woman to woman. I think you should get divorced from Andy. Please? I don't want to see you endure all the stress that was already coming with being with Andy. This is just not it.
No, actually, if I'm gonna get this divorce, then I don't want to end it peacefully. He needs to suffer. Danielle, do you think you can help me out?
How can I help you? I'd love to.
I'll tell you about it when I meet up with you. Let's try to get together tomorrow and talk about it. Wow, this is killing me. I'm literally shedding tears because I'm laughing so hard. Hey, Andy, you're really something else. I mean, absolutely. How do you put up with living the way that you do?
How did you find out? What are you gonna do to me? Did you secretly download a tracking app on my phone or something?
So now you finally catch on, huh? Yeah, you're right. The day that I started noticing something weird about you, I downloaded a family app onto your phone so that I'd be able to see wherever you're at. But you were too dumb to realize that there was an app downloaded on your phone until now.
Wow, you're seriously creepy, and this has to be illegal. Do you know what the worst part about this whole thing is, though? It's the fact that you lured my sister into this dirty scheme of yours and made her help you spy on me.
What is all of this about? Andy, did you cheat on your wife with another woman?
It ended up that way, Mom. I'm sorry.
This excuse of ended up that way really makes me curious, and I want to know how it all happened. So I decided to invite this lady that he's been cheating on Naomi with.
What?
Here, go ahead and tell us what happened. Tell everyone else in this chat what you told me what the truth is.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I don't know what else to say.
Oh no, we don't want to hear an apology. We want to know from the beginning what happened and how it happened. How you met my brother and how you somehow fell in love with him.
I met him at work, and coincidentally, we were both working overtime at the same time in the office. So naturally, we started to talk to each other. Soon after that, we decided to head out and grab a drink. Then later on, we ended up at my house. To be honest, I'm a pretty lazy person, and so I don't really clean or organize my house. So Andy liked that about me because I'm not too uptight about keeping everything clean. Then I thought that the cologne that he puts on smelled good. Then after that, everything just went so fast.
Oh wow, this whole thing is like a comedy skit. How do two of the same exact type of people somehow end up in the same company and in the same department? Then they fall in love with each other. It's hard to be as dirty as Andy, and he somehow found someone as disgusting as him. Two filthy lovebirds. A match made in squalor. I guess it wasn't that hard to figure out the type of person you are for me, because Andy was probably sick and tired of being with the normal person. He just had to find someone that's as dirty as himself to cope with being the type of person that he is. He was always the one that would make a mess out of the whole entire house, and I'd have to clean up after him every single day. Thank the Lord, those days are over for me, though. They're a perfect match for each other. Don't you think so too, Tammy?
Andy, do you not even have the conscience to apologize to Naomi? How could you be so bored out of your mind to the point that you end up letting yourself cheat on your wife?
Damn it, I didn't think that I would get caught like this. Daniela, I'm really disappointed in you. How could you side with her instead of me when I'm literally your brother?
Well, I'm not so sorry about that. I can't believe that you had the audacity to cheat on her. I refuse to recognize a cheater as a human being because you've lost your conscience as one. To me, everything that you say right now just sounds like some dog barking at me. You disgusting piece of crap.
Well, it seems like the two of you guys were meant for each other. So why not get divorced from me and just marry this girl, Andy? I get to get rid of some garbage from my life, and you get to live on with your life with someone that's exactly the same as you. Is that not a win-win situation for the both of us? Naomi, I'm really sorry about this. I'm ashamed as a mother that I've raised my son into a cheater. Please, could you just forgive him this once? Just once, please.
Tammy, you told me before that I should be the one to teach him from A to Z because men never grow up and it's in their nature to behave like an animal. Oh, or is it that you're begging me to not divorce Andy because if he gets divorced from me, then there'd be nothing left of him? The house is under my name and the car that Andy drives around is also under my name. Is that why you're so afraid of him getting divorced?
That's part of it.
Oh, did you just now remember everything? But how pitiful, because I don't have any speck of remorse left for him. I won't change my mind. You and I are over from this point on, Andy. So get the hell out of my house immediately. Oh, just one thing though. I'm not responsible for cleaning up after your mess anymore. So make sure you leave some money behind so I can hire someone to do a deep cleaning of the whole entire house.
Naomi, I don't know what to say.
Oh, stop it right now. I don't want to hear anything that you have to say. Don't be coming over here talking about please forgive me or whatever, because I don't care at all. Just go ahead and have fun and enjoy your life with this new person that you found that's the exact same way that you are. I hope you're happy. Andy was too dumb to think about all of the financial impact that he'd be stuck with once we got divorced. But it was too late for him and Tammy to try and convince me to forgive Andy because I was already done. Not only was he an incompetent person in general, but he had the audacity to cheat on me with another woman, which, fascinatingly, was a person that was very similar to the kind of person Andy is. I got a lot of compensation from the divorce, and it seems like the talk about Andy and Lydia cheating on me spread throughout the whole entire company that they were basically shamed into quitting. Since everything was under my name, including the house and the car, all of the possessions came back to me, and I was even able to meet someone that's way better than Andy. Now I'm enjoying living the life of a woman who's deeply loved by her new boyfriend. I won't have to worry about having to yell at someone for being dirty. I won't have to worry about whether or not my husband is cheating on me and be stressed about it. I won't have to tire myself out with having to clean after someone else's mess anymore. I'm happy where I am at now, and I'm gonna let this happiness continue on for the rest of my life. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe.
Hi, Allison. How are you holding up? I hope you're not depressed or anything. Because if you were, then I would feel so guilty. Christina, what do you want? Oh, I was just checking up on you. I guess you're alive. You really have some nerve to reach out to me like this. I just wanted you to know that Joe and I are getting married. What? Already? Wow, you really didn't waste any time. I didn't want you finding out from someone else. Besides, I thought it's common courtesy to let you know myself. We've been friends since we were 5 years old. We're practically family. Family? Are you serious, Christina? You slept with my husband. Ex-husband now. He's my husband now. You both lied to my face while you were having an affair behind my back. Is that how you treat your family? Because I don't want anything to do with you anymore. I don't want to see or hear from you ever again. Don't ever say that we are family. Oh, pooh. Are you still angry at me? I thought you would be over him by now. It's really not healthy to keep a grudge. It's not good for your heart. Oh, I am so over Joe. That doesn't mean I forgot what you have done to me. Then come on. Don't give me that cold shoulder. We've known each other forever. We went through so much together. We used to exchange clothes. Sometimes you took my things and I took yours. That never came between us. I surely hope that you're coming to our wedding, too. A wedding? Oh, jeez. Christina, are you seriously planning on having a wedding? You had an affair with my husband, and you have the audacity to invite me to your wedding? How screwed up are you? I didn't steal Joe. First of all, he's not your property to begin with. Secondly, he was the one who decided to leave you and be with me. It was his choice. Besides, everyone deserves to be happy. Don't we all? I want all my friends and family to know that I am happily getting married. We were married. We were husband and wife. It's wrong to sleep with someone else's husband. You just don't do that. Yes, you can say whatever you want. All I care is that Joe and I love each other and we belong together. Besides, I don't need anyone judging me whether I'm right or wrong. I made my decision and I am very happy with it. There you go. All you care about is yourself. Well, we've already decided on a venue. I already sent you an invitation. You will probably get it by tomorrow, so make sure you check it and RSVP. What? You already sent out wedding invitations? We just finalized our divorce 3 days ago. Oh, I know. I heard everything from Joe, so I knew your schedule all along. As soon as your divorce was finalized, we confirmed our venue for our wedding in June. It's going to be just beautiful. I can't wait. I am so excited. Look at you. How efficient and considerate. Is it even legal to get remarried that quickly? Yes, it wasn't a problem at all. Thanks to you. So I hope you can make it. I mean, you're coming, right? Are you kidding me? Why should I come to your stupid wedding? What is it with you? You know you seriously have some issues, Christina. How could you be with Joe and still pretend like we're BFFs? You know you still haven't apologized to me. Why should I apologize to you? I told you I've done nothing bad. What? Joe and I are soulmates. We finally found each other. He may have been married, but our love is for real. I hope you understand that he wasn't really in love with you. I wasn't going to tell you this, but the very first time I met Joe, I knew we were destined to be together. Our eyes clicked and everything was so natural, just as it was meant to be. It was a matter of time for us to fall in love. It helped that you were so engrossed at work. You would always come home late. Did you know that Joe was really lonely all that time? Until I came into his life and saved him. He was torn in the beginning because he was loyal to you. But soon, he didn't want to lie to himself that he was in love with me. It must have been so hard for him to know that and still be with you. I'm glad you let him go free. He is in such a better place now. Are you for real? I'm not lying. You should ask him yourself. No one can stop us from being together. Joe said he wished he had met me first. Then he wouldn't have made the mistake of marrying you. Stop it. I'm not letting you get into my head like this. You're both screwed up. You know what? I wish that he had done so too. All this time, I was blaming myself for our fallout. But I'm for certain it wasn't me. I'm just angry I had to waste a year of my life. Good for you. You two are meant for each other. Yes, we are. As for you, I'm sorry, but you are second-handed now. What did you just say to me? I'm just saying it's not going to be easy for you to find a partner. I mean, you're not that young anymore either. Oh, and I hope you're not housing bags of Doritos every night. I remember you used to binge eat every time you broke up with your boyfriend. Just because Joe's not around anymore, that shouldn't give you any reason to slack off. No, I am not. I just can't believe you said that. What is your problem? I'm just telling you the truth. I am number one to Joe now. And you, Allison, you have nobody. You know, you've always been that way. You really have something extra to say. Like what? I've always been honest. How many honest friends do you have? You keep telling me we're friends, but you've always looked down on me since we were really small. I always wanted to ask you, what's up with that? What makes you think you're better than me? Of course I'm better than you. I've always been better than you. It's a no-brainer. What, you want me to list it out for you? I have more friends than you. In fact, I have more followers on Instagram than you. They aren't your friends, Christina. Yeah. Say whatever you like. I've had more boyfriends than you. That shows how attractive I am. I live in a bigger house than you. Our car is more expensive. My mom was your mom's boss. So that automatically makes me superior to you. Are you serious about what you just said? You think you're superior because your mom was my mom's supervisor? Of course. My mother used to treat your mother like my nanny. Don't you remember your mom used to pick me up after school and we always played at your house? I am just shocked you thought that way about us. I think I've really had enough of you. Every word you say sounds fake and I'm grossed out by it. You need to appreciate the people around you more. Otherwise, the people who you think are your friends will leave you quickly. Sorry, I don't know what you're saying. My friends will leave me? Don't worry, I will just make more. Jeez, you sound just like my mother. Cool down. At least I'm not the only one that's knocking some sense into you. All I am saying is that I am not coming to your wedding. Please don't contact me anymore. Good luck and goodbye. Hi, Allison. Did something happen between you and Christina? I'm sorry for suddenly reaching out to you like this. Hi, Susan. I heard you're not attending Christina's wedding. I was really sad to hear that. I was hoping you could come and celebrate this happy day together. Has Christina told you anything? She said she sent you the wedding invitation, but you declined. She said she doesn't know why you won't come. I know it's not my place to come between you two, but I wanted to ask you myself. If you two are fighting, and if it's something that can be fixed, I was hoping you could make amends and attend the wedding. It would mean so much to us if you're there for her. Susan, I think you're missing a lot of context about this situation. What do you mean? Oh no, is it that bad? Did you know that Joe used to be my husband? Well, he's my ex-husband now. What? What do you mean? It's very simple. Joe and I were married. Then one day I found out that he was cheating on me with Christina. We had a talk, they both admitted what was going on, and we decided to get a divorce. That was March of this year. Our marriage only lasted for 8 months. Christina stole Joe from me, and she's asking me to come to the wedding. I think I have the right to decline. Oh my goodness. I can't believe this. Christina didn't say anything about this. I figured. When you first asked me to attend Christina's wedding, I knew you didn't know anything. I can't believe this is happening. To be honest, I don't know what to believe. I have no reason to lie. How come Christina didn't say any of this to me? Does everyone else know about this? Are we the only ones left in the dark? Perhaps her friends don't know either? Christina and I went to different schools all along. We don't have any mutual friends that we're close to. If she hasn't told you or Frank about Joe, then she probably didn't tell her wedding party about it either. I am stunned. This is unbelievable. How could this be? How could she think she could get away with all this? Oh, Allison, I don't know what to say. Our families have been so close since you two were little. No wonder Joyce has been acting awkward these days. I can't believe Christina has betrayed you. That's the thing. Christina doesn't think much of it. She definitely doesn't think she betrayed me. At least that's not the impression I got from her. She said to me she's done nothing wrong. She had an affair with your husband, and as a result, you had to get a divorce. She still thinks she's done nothing wrong. Did she apologize to you? I hope she had her reasons and explained them to you. No way. You know her. Christina never apologized to me. At first, I was so angry that I thought of suing them. But I didn't. The process is just too emotionally draining. Oh, Allison. I am speechless. Christina said that ever since you were my mother's supervisor, I have always been inferior to her. She thinks she can do anything to me and my family. Oh, that is so wrong of her. That's totally unacceptable. I am so sorry for what Christina has done to you and your family. First of all, can you make time for me, please? I want to meet you in person and find out the whole story. Sure, I can do that, Susan. My head is spinning right now. Let's see. I don't suppose you have any evidence of them being together while you were still married. I would like to see them myself. Sure. I hired a PI, so I have plenty of pictures and messages between the two of them. Let's discuss more when we see each other. Okay. Allison? Are you actually at my wedding? I mean, you really came? I thought you weren't coming. Why are you here? Excuse me? You're the one that kept sending me the wedding invitations. I have 8 wedding invitations from you at home. So what? Since you kept declining, I thought it would be funny to keep sending you new ones. You're really immature. This is all just a game to you, isn't it? A game? No, it's real, Allison. If it had been a game, it wouldn't be fun because I already know I'm the winner. I'm sorry, Allison. Unfortunately, I didn't reserve a seat for a loser at my wedding. I didn't think that you would really come. So now you're saying you sent me all those invitations and you don't have a seat for me? I can't put up with you anymore. I told you, it's funny. You're the only one that could put up with me. No one else would bother to respond 8 times. I'm sorry to waste your day. I hope you didn't spend so much on your dress or your hair today. If you have a gift, you can leave that with the receptionist. We accept gifts. I didn't bring you a gift. Oh, you didn't? Well, that's fine. I already got what I want from you. I can't ask for more. So why are you here? What makes you want to come watch your ex-husband get remarried to your friend? Did you need closure? Huh. Are you kidding me? I am so over you two. I am only here because your parents invited me. My parents invited you? I don't understand why they would do that. You'll find out. Don't worry about my seating plan. According to my invitation, I am sitting right next to Susan. What? So you're sitting with my family? Apparently so. I kept declining your invitation, then one day they came over. Why? How come I didn't know about this? I hope you're not scheming anything to ruin my wedding. If you are, I'm getting you kicked out right away. No. I'm not going to say a word. I'm just going to sit there nicely and watch. They both wanted me to come to the wedding. Really? Are you sure? Oh, yes. Of course. I don't know. I think you have something up your sleeves. Don't you have other things to worry about? You should probably get ready soon. Yeah, you're right about that. I'm busy. It's my big day today. I have to practice my vows. I'm sorry I have no time for you. I hope you enjoy the wedding. Oh, I will. What have you done? I knew you had something planned. That was quite a show. It was so much more entertaining than I expected. No. I never signed off on any of that. Mom said she wanted to make a speech, so I made time for her. I never expected her to tell the whole world that Joe and I had an affair while he was still married to you. I guess it was your mom's way of surprising you. It's the truth. You need to calm down and pull yourself together, Christina. What? How do you expect me to stay calm? Now the whole world thinks I'm a cheater and a phony. You destroyed my wedding. It's the worst day of my life. Yeah, I bet. It was pretty astonishing how your friends literally stood up and walked out on you. I couldn't predict that either. You should have seen the looks on their faces. Their jaws were on the floor. You're having fun, aren't you? You're laughing at me. I shouldn't have invited you in the first place. There's no way you should have been there today. What did you tell my mother? I know it was you that gave those photos of me and Joe walking into a hotel together. You have no right to do that. My friends didn't have to know all those details. I only did what your mom asked me to do. She asked me to share all the evidence I had of you and Joe seeing each other while we were still married. Meanwhile, you pretended like you've done nothing wrong and everything is justified. Shut up. Shut up! I didn't do anything wrong. What's wrong with falling in love? Joe and I are in love. Whatever he had with you was fake. You're just jealous that he chose me over you. If you think nothing is wrong, then there should be no problem telling the truth, no? That's what your mother wanted to do. She thought your wedding guests deserved to know the truth. And if they still wanted to support your wedding, then no problem. Oh, shut up! I don't want to hear another word from you. You're such a bother. You've always been like that. Don't think you outsmarted me. You're no better than me. My mother used to be your mom's boss. That automatically makes you lower than me. Don't try to think you're better than me in any way. Christina, that's enough. I can't believe the words coming out of you. Don't embarrass me more than you already have. I am 3 seconds away from disowning you. Mom? Is that really you?
I heard from Allison beforehand, but I can't believe I am witnessing this for myself. How could you treat Allison this way? I am so ashamed of you.
Why are you ashamed of me? You were always using Joyce as a babysitter, and she used to come and pick me up at my soccer practices when you couldn't.
That was because I was so busy with work. Joyce is my dearest friend.
It's the same thing. See? You look down on her as someone you can use.
That is completely a misunderstanding. I may have been good at what I did at work, but Joyce had all the interpersonal skills that I didn't have. She was good with clients, and she communicated so well with everyone the way I could never do. She is the one that made the offer to take care of you when a deadline was close. She proactively went to pick you up so I could focus on work when I really needed to. She supported me at the office and outside of the office. She is like an angel to me.
Really? Is that what Joyce was to you?
And here you are, ungrateful and falsely feeling privileged for what? Nothing you deserve or earned. You should be thankful to Joyce and Allison for letting you spend so many dinners and late nights together with them. Besides, after I left the team and moved to the projects team, did you know that Joyce took over my position and she made a record sales for the company?
What, she did? How come I didn't know about this?
Yes. She was awarded the best salesperson in the region. No one was surprised by it. She's a very hardworking mother that everyone looked up to. She is so beyond me.
What? You're saying Joyce is higher ranking than you?
Oh yeah. Are you kidding me? She's an executive now. But not just that. She is my best friend and someone I look up to. And here you are burning bridges. You are so ignorant and immature. When are you ever going to grow up? I think it's best we don't speak to each other for a while.
What? Mom, what do you mean?
I am saying it's time you grow up. You're 26 years old. You forced your way to a marriage. The next time I see you, I hope you will be emotionally mature.
Allison! I can't get in touch with my mom. Do you know where she is? She's ignoring my texts and she's not picking up my calls. I went to our house, but no one seems to be home for the past few weeks.
Oh yeah?
It's not just my family. Joe's parents are no longer talking to us either. I've lost touch with so many friends ever since my wedding.
Really? I guess that's when you really know who has your back. Oh wait, didn't you say you were going to make new friends so it didn't matter?
This isn't a joke for me. It's really sad.
They're probably more upset that you lied to them. You should have just been honest in the first place. I am sure you would have had more supporters then.
Honest? Ugh, that is such crap. Oh, I am in such an awkward place at the office, too. I invited a lot of friends from work to my wedding.
Yes, you did.
Now the entire company knows about me and Joe. I can hear them talking behind my back. That girl Christina can't be trusted. She's a cheater. She betrays her friends. Watch out.
Okay. Why are you telling me this? Why should I care? I told you I don't want anything to do with you.
I am contacting you to tell you that I am going to sue you. It's all your fault. You brought this upon me. I was happy until you destroyed my wedding.
I didn't do anything at your wedding. You saw me. I was just a spectator. That was your mom. She wanted the wedding guests to know the truth. If anything, you're the one that brought this upon yourself. Don't put the blame on anyone else but yourself, Christina.
Shut up! I am going to sue you anyway.
If that's the case, bring it on. Perhaps I'll hire a lawyer to sue you back. I think I have a stronger case than you.
What? You can't do that. That was my idea. Oh yeah, and about Joe. It absolutely makes no sense that Joe is now working in your company.
Oh yeah, that was a weird acquisition. I mean, I guess I could have predicted it happening. I just didn't think he would be working directly for me.
Allison, you need to quit your job. I don't want you seeing Joe.
What? Why do I need to quit my job? I love what I do and I am good at it.
You are evil. I need you to get away from Joe and me. If you don't want him working for me, then tell Joe to find another job. You should be telling him to find another job instead of me. I already did, but he says he doesn't want to leave. Really? That's interesting. Why? You have him on a leash or something? No. I just thought it would be uncomfortable for him in a new office environment and working for me on top of that. Besides, he seems rather grim these days. Is something wrong at home? What? You think he's grim because of me? How dare you? Everything is fine with us. He just seems a little down these days. He's exhausted from all the pressure. What pressure? We're hardly busy at work these days. I don't know. Maybe you just stress him out by being there. No, I doubt it. I am in my office all day. We hardly talk and our relationship is fine in the office. Look, Christina, I really don't have time to talk to you about this nonsense. If it were up to me, I want to cut all ties with you. I mean, I thought we both agreed on that. From now on, we are purely based on a work relationship. You are just my subordinate's wife. If you want to sue your husband's boss, then go ahead. I'm sure you're just going to make Joe look bad, but I'm sure that's not going to stop you. So do as you please. Talk to my lawyer. Bye. After that, I haven't heard anything from Christina since. I guess she's changed her mind about suing me. Or maybe she's still thinking about it, but waiting for the right time. In any case, I'm not going to waste another minute thinking about what she's going to do. When my parents found out that I was Joe's boss, they said I should request for a transfer. But I didn't. To be honest, it didn't bother me that Joe was my subordinate. Work was work. He and I kept our personal issues away from the office. In fact, we actually have a pretty good synergy in a work setting. He's not a bad colleague to work with. The past is the past. I won't forget what happened, but I'm not going to dwell on it. There is one rumor that I am concerned about. Well, curious, I should say. I hear from my colleagues in the office that Joe is not happy with his marriage. No surprise. I guess our honeymoon phase is over. I mean, it's Christina. She is a handful to deal with. She's not exactly the easiest girl to have as your wife. I am sure Joe is tired from putting up with her day in and out. It's probably a matter of time until his marriage falls out again. Heck, why do I care? It's really none of my business anyway. As for me, I actually met someone the other day. Well, someone very nice that used to be my old work friend. I happened to be working from my favorite cafe around the corner from my house. He was walking his dog and fetching some coffee and dog cookies. We knew each other, but not so well. Besides, it had been at least 3 years since we last saw each other. He apparently got a divorce last year. His ex-wife cheated on him. You can imagine how our conversations went. We hit it off instantly. But I'm in no rush to get into a relationship again. After all, marriage doesn't give me everything I want. I have come to realize everything is a trade-off. I can wish for everything, but that's just too much work and too much worries. I can't really say which is better, but for now it's just easier to be alone. So I'm just enjoying time for me, myself, and I. I can only say things have worked out for the better. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, click subscribe for more videos.